Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high. Cause St. Louis is ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold on, we just saying hi. Five somebody, rise up. Weekdays, catch us live. Somebody, let's go.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Pascal Show. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everybody who's watching this show, wherever you're watching this show right here, in every corner of the world. I appreciate everybody for being on here, chopping it up with me. Like I've said before, this is the story that just keeps on giving. This is the gift that keeps on giving. There's so many more pieces that keep flying out here. We start seeing new angles. There's a new angle out here, y'all. So we got to show it. We got to show it, y'all. We got to talk about this. This seems to be an ongoing, drama that just keeps growing over time. But you see the title down below, y'all. You see the title down below. There's a brand new angle that shows what's more like the back of Jada Pinkett's head. Real talk. Let me show you this still real quick. But it shows kind of like the back of her head, if you will. It's the back of her head, but you see her body move, you see her react and all that. So we are going to be looking at this particular angle. We're going to be looking at this. It's a lot. And then we definitely got to talk about this. We have got to talk about Zoe Kravitz and the BS that's going on with Zozo. Real talk. We got to talk about Zoe Kravitz. And the funny thing is Ricky Gervais, the dude that I told you guys about, that I was like, yo, if Ricky Gervais was up there saying this stuff, would he still get smacked in the face like this or no? He has actually come out and said a few things as well. So we got an action-packed show for you guys today, this morning. So we got to jump right into it. But before we do anything, please do me a favor. Hit that like button down below. Send them past 100 likes real quick. While you're at it, got an eyelash in my eye, it feels like. But we going to push right through this biznai because we got some stories. And it's very interesting. It's very interesting. Now, I see somebody say something, and I'm going to get to it here really quick because I don't entirely agree. But we're going to get to it here in a second. And before I answer that comment, please hit that subscribe button down below, okay? I'm working hard out here in these streets to give you guys what you need, okay? To give you guys the information and the stuff that's going on, at least in this particular story, because everybody and their mama's talking about this like crazy. Yes, even the Zoe Kravitz one as well. It's insane, so we got to get into it and talk about it. And I have my own 2 cents about all these stories that we're about to talk about. Obviously, I wouldn't be talking about it if I didn't have my own perspective on this, but we will be talking about this very, very quickly. Okay, so be sure, hit that like button, send it past 100 likes really quick because I see everybody starting to file in. Good morning to everyone, and good afternoon and good evening, like I said before, wherever you're watching this show, because I know this show has some international love. Oh, so I appreciate it. Okay, so hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this feed, and let's get into this stuff, okay? Andrea said, I can't subscribe twice, Pascal. Oh, that's sweet. That's sweet. I wish you could unsubscribe and then subscribe again, but that would be, that's just dumb to do. So don't do that. But Andrea, I appreciate the support and love. Now, real quick, Lady Justice, my girl. This is my girl right here. Okay, all right. Shout out to Lady Justice. What's up, girl? She says, the video shows nothing but the back of the heads and some movement. Okay. Yes and no. Yes and no. The movement does say something. You see what's going on. You see the body language, all that stuff. So the movement and all that is just as important. Yes, we don't see their faces. It's not straight onto their faces, right? But we still see something. There's still something going on in that piece, man. And I think it's really, really interesting and very telling. And I also have a theory about this particular angle that kind of says something more to this situation. It may be outside the box, my theory, So please don't drown me like y'all are drowning Zoe Kravitz up in this piece. But it's just a theory nonetheless. So, be kind to me. Okay. But 1 second, I just need to fix something really quick. Well, to me, because I see her comment again. Let me pull this up here really quick. She says, you could easily say she was moving like that. That's right. And what? It doesn't prove she was laughing. But we're going to take a look at this. We're going to look at it one more time. Okay. Now, if you are a member of this show or if you are on Patreon, you got a chance to take a look at this footage. I put it out. I had a TikTok that I just recently put out yesterday afternoon when I got the footage. And I was thinking about doing a live showing this footage, but I was like, you know what? Let me just sit on this for a second and see what happens. And then I woke up this morning and it's become the next big headline news, this particular video. So we are going to be looking at this video, but be sure, if you can, hit that join button down below, join the membership so that you get your eyes on this, or you can join my Patreon and you also get your eyes on this as well. Or if you're on TikTok and you want to follow me on TikTok, the Pascal Show, one word, you get a chance to see it on the free 9s and 9. Just saying, before anybody else. That's what I put it out on TikTok. And I was like, all right, let me put it out in the members and let people know what's going down. Just letting you know. Okay. So here it is. This is very interesting. Okay. This is a very interesting angle. In my opinion, Jada Pinkett Smith is laughing in this video. Now, we already know, just a quick recap, I know everybody who's tuning in right now already been known the BS that's going on right now. Sunday night, Oscars night, the biggest night of the year for anybody who makes movies or a fan of movies. Will Smith is the belle of the ball, up for nomination for Best Actor in a major motion picture. Chris Rock goes out, makes a joke about Jada Pinkett Smith, which I'll show this photo really quick. Jada does not feel it. She's not feeling it. She just kind of snarls at it. You know what I mean? She just snarls at it. And you can see in the photo, Will Smith is laughing, yo. He laughing. He kind of reacts like this, actually. He kind of goes, oh, and then laughs. Oh, and then laughs. What's funny to me is this guy in the background with the red head. I don't know why the dude's there, but he's photobombing like a mug, okay? But anyway, back, and then obviously this must be photoshopped, clearly. But anyway, and then he's laughing, right? Off to the side, you can see Jada's not, she just gave a look. She just kind of, meh, it's not funny. Then obviously he goes up, and we already know the rest of it, but we're going to show it. He walks over, smacks him in the face, and this is the close-up. And this is obviously has been the thing where they all have said this is the smack heard and seen around the world. The smack that has launched 1,000 ships on Team Chris and on Team Will and on Team Will. Team Rock and Team Smith. It's been interesting how split this has become. Slapgate, absolutely. Oh, by the way, Slapgate will be out available as a t-shirt today on my merch site. So please go check that out. I will make an announcement on the community page so that you guys get it. We're just working on fine-tuning a few things, and it will be out. It will be out later on today, just so you know. Okay, so be on the lookout on the community page. Okay, but there we go. Slapgate. Okay, so he goes, slaps him in the face. And obviously, the world is split. Black Twitter is even split. It's very interesting. which we are going to talk about here in a little bit, because it's unfortunate that now it's the measure of your blackness on what side you stand on. If you stand on one side, then you ain't black enough. If you stand on another side, then you ain't black. Or you pro-black. It's very, very interesting. This is the reason why I'm bringing up Ricky Gervais for an example, which we are going to get into the Ricky Gervais comment here. But it does make you wonder. Or if you flipped it and it was Chris Rock getting smacked by a white male actor, this would be a whole other can of worms. I feel like everybody on Black Twitter would lean right over to Chris Rock and say, man, that was racist and this, that, and the third. This would turn into a whole can of, it would just open up. It would just be a messed up can of worms. I'm just saying. And that's the truth. But now, this also shows that we black people are not a monolith, that we all have differing opinions about this. All of us do. Everyone from Zoe Kravitz all the way to Kevin Samuels, y'all, are sitting here on the side of Chris Rock and saying, yo, that's wrong, what he did, what Will Smith did. It's very, very interesting how polarizing this conversation has become, how politicized in a way in the world of black politics. I'm just going to keep it real. How polarizing this has become. It's ridiculous. And I agree. Read E. The division is ridiculous. This should not be the measure of your blackness. How down you are for the brown or no. It's ridiculous. But like I said, if this was a different story, if the shoe was on either foot, either party was a different race, this would be a totally different conversation. Be a very different conversation. But anyway, I digress. We're going to get into that. We're going to get into that conversation. We're going to get into the nitty gritty and the hard stuff because we got to. But I see over 1,000 souls watching the show right now. We're going to get into this footage here really quick. But please do me a favor. Hit that like button past 500 likes. Just hit that like button real quick. It takes 2 seconds. Boop. Burning 0 calories. Boop. 0 effort. Boop. And it's the free 9s and 9s. So get it to 500 likes for me. That would really, really mean a lot to me. And of course, if you're very new to the show, welcome to the Pascal Show. Please hit that subscribe button too. You know what I'm saying? While you're at it, just hit that subscribe button. I'd appreciate it. Anyway, if you're down for good conversations and thought-provoking information. All right. We got to get into this article because, yeah, this is still very interesting. It's a brand new angle. Like I said, I put it on my TikTok. So please, if you get some time and you think about this later, go to my TikTok, The Pascal Show, one word as well. Follow me on there. And I put out the video there too, because I was just like, whoa, this is a totally different angle. This is something completely new. And we got to check it out. We got to take a look at it for ourselves. Okay? So, moment Jada Pinkett Smith laughed when Will Smith assaulted Chris Rock at the Oscars and then chuckled again as he cursed him for mocking her alopecia. Now, I want to say this real quick. I have a theory about this. And some of y'all ain't going to agree with me at all. But I have some theories about this. Real quick, I got a super chat from my brother, Pocket Watcher with JT. What's up, my man? Hey, I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you, my brother. It's good to see you in the chat. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. He says, are we thugs or professional men? We can't complain about stereotypes, but play into them at the same time. Exactly. Blammo. You got to choose one or the other. You can't just be like, shaking your head and looking down at people, but then do exactly the thing that you are shunning other people for doing or being. It makes no sense. You got to be better than this. As Will Smith would sit there and say, you have to transcend. You have to transcend from the violence, the physical altercations. Use your mind instead of your fists. And he did exactly the opposite of that, y'all. the opposite. I don't know why it was opposite day, but it was for him this day. And some people are calling him a hypocrite, but I'll leave that up to you guys. Is he being a hypocrite or no? Let's go. So, new video has emerged of the moments following Will Smith's slap of Chris Rock at the Oscars, showing Jada Pinkett Smith's reaction as she looked on from a table near the stage. So, the video posted to TikTok was shot from the floor of the Dolby Theater in Hollywood on Sunday, from a vantage point directly behind the table where Smith and Pinkett Smith were seated. Though her face cannot be seen clearly, Pinkett appears to laugh in the immediate aftermath of the slap as Rock reacts by saying, "Wow, Will Smith just smacked the ish out of me." And the whole room laughed. We're going to talk about all this. We're going to break it down. We're going to break this down. Like I said, get those likes past, well, shoot. We got 2,000 souls watching the show right now. Thank you so much for being here, y'all. Good morning. Get your coffee. Or if you're watching overseas and it's 5 o'clock somewhere, pull out that cocktail. All right? Enjoy that libation. Drink responsibly. And let's get into this. We're going to break this down here really quick because I got some theories. I got some opinions about this now. The actress 50. Oh, and hit that like button. Send it past 1,000 likes. 1K. I want to see 1K. Hit it. That's free. And it helps me. Please. Makes me feel like I'm doing something right today. Okay? So help a brother out. Hit that like button and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Anyway, let's continue. The actress 50 glances briefly at her husband as he shouts for the first time, "Keep my wife's name out your effing mouth." However, she keeps her eyes. I love just doing it like that. I'm sorry. It's just a lot of fun. Okay. The neighbors are probably like, the hell is wrong with this dude? Every day he's screaming that line. Anyway, however, she keeps her eyes fixed on Rock as Smith repeats his demand at a louder volume. Pinkett Smith then appears to chuckle again as Rock states, "The greatest night in the history of television." The new video comes as Rock spoke out for the first time since the infamous incident, briefly addressing the matter in his first stand-up act since the Oscars in Boston on Wednesday night. And we will play that. I will replay that audio for you guys, just so you guys can hear the audio itself. Because we did play it last night, and we talked about that in great length. But I will show you guys that video because apparently there's been new details about what had happened. So apparently he was teary-eyed and all that. But we will get into that in a second. Let's first look at this footage in all of its glory together, and then we're going to break it down. Let's go. Laugh.
Wow, dude. It was a G.I. Jane joke. Keep my wife's name out your mouth. I'm going to, okay? So I can go. That was the greatest night in the history of television. Okay. So we are here to give a documentary.
Okay. So we all see that. Okay, we're gonna run it down. We're gonna break this ish down real quick. We're gonna break it down. Okay. Continue hitting that like button. I see almost 3,000 souls in the house. Wow, y'all are incredible. Thank you so much for finding the show. Hit that like button down below. Send it. Let's start sending that bad boy. Let's crush. Let's exhaust that like button. Send it past 1,000 likes. I'd love to see 1K before the end of the show. Okay. But let's break this down. Okay. Let's break this down. Because I have some theories. And this is kind of in defense for Jada. So let me show you guys what I think real quick. So let's start at the beginning. He obviously walks over and does this. Smacks her in the face. Smacks him in the face, I'm sorry. She laughs. She laughs with everyone else. Why, you may ask? I think she may think that this is a bit, just like everybody else in the venue. She may think this is a bit that he didn't tell her about. That maybe he was like, yeah, I didn't tell you. Maybe she thinks, oh, this is a bit. Okay, bet. That's funny. He did smack the ish out of you. What are the chances if she just doesn't know? I'm just playing that thought out. Let's just play it out. I know some of y'all are going to get heated and angry. I'm just saying, what if she has no clue and she just thinks that this is all one big bit that he didn't tell her about? Just like everybody else in the room, we all were shocked. You got to remember, we were all like, wait a second, was that real? Man, I jumped out of off my couch, ran into this purple ass room, turned everything alive, and I said, wait a second, did my eyes deceive me, or was that real or not? I did a whole show for 3 hours where we all were sitting there scratching our heads going, was this real? What if she thought the same thing? Just like everybody else, she felt fooled. She thought maybe this was one big bit. But let's continue.
Wow, dude. Yeah, it was a G.I. Jane joke. Keep my wife's name out your mouth. I'm going to, okay? So I can go. That was the greatest night in the history of television.
Okay. Now, I know some of y'all are going to be, I understand. Some people are going to be pissed about what I'm saying here. But what are the chances of her actually not even knowing what's going on? She actually thinks, just like everybody else, that this is just some bit that maybe they decided to talk about between Rock and Will, or Chris and Will. Maybe they made a decision to, she may be thinking, oh, they probably had a conversation real quick behind my back, didn't know what was going on, so I'm just going to laugh through it. Just like all of us, we all didn't know what was going on. We all were confused. We all had questions. We all had questions, y'all. Even I jumped on live and I was like, I need to work this out with my fam because I don't even know if this is real or not. And then bang, this ish happens. Is this real or not? So when I look at this, I see that, yes, she's laughing, but she's laughing with the crowd. She's not laughing because of the assault. I think she's laughing because she is thinking that this is a skit. This is part of the show. So she's just riding with it. Also, I also want to point this out too, right quick. I do want to point this one thing out as well. So there is this other piece I want to point out. Boom. This photo right here. She kind of snarls. It's not like she's sitting there going, oh my God, how dare he say that? I'm going to go and cry. I'm going to go curl up in a ball and in a shower and be traumatized by this joke. She just kind of rolls her eyes and goes, oh, That's it. Will Smith kind of took it to that next level. Will Smith decided to go ape-ish on Chris. Hence the reason why Chris was like, yo, this is a joke. Bruh, chill. It's just a G.I. Jane joke. Like, he's like, guarantee you he's going, I could have said much worse, y'all. I could have said much worse. And you're tripping over a G.I. Jane joke? Bruh. Now, Chef Spawn, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Agrees, she might have not have known But we still don't see the moment when Will changed up, though. You are absolutely right. We don't know any of that part. We have not seen any of that, which is very interesting as well. We have no idea what's going on between the time that she rolls her eyes and the camera cuts back to Chris Rock. We don't have anything about like the look on her face. Maybe her look changed. Maybe she just looked down and looked defeated. We don't know what possibly, if a look from Jada triggered Will to the point where he just went into defense mode and wanted to beat that A. Just saying. But real quick, I need to slow this down real quick because I know. Okay. See, I learned this quick, so now we got it. Badao. So for my mods, because I see over, 4,400 souls watching the show right now. I appreciate y'all. Again, do me that favor. I'm just trying to get to 1K, 1,000 likes. So hit that like button down below. Send those likes all the way up if you're appreciating the conversation, because we're going to look at this video one more again for all y'all in the nosebleed seats. And please do not forget to hit that subscribe button, okay? This is brand new information. Just broke, I think, late last night in this article. I did put it out on my TikTok yesterday afternoon. So yes. So we're going to talk about this even more. I just don't think that she should automatically get thrown under the bus with this specific moment. I will say that. So let's take a look at that video one more again. One more time. I really don't think she knew. I think she thought it was a joke. I think she thought I think we were all fooled. All of us. Okay?
Wow, dude.
It's almost like she's sitting back watching, like she's watching a skit. You know what I mean? She's like, oh, keep my wife's name out your effing mouth. So she's like, oh, there's Will saying his thing. What Chris Rock gonna say? Oh, okay. You see what I'm saying? Like she's just watching the show, watching this whole thing break down. You feel me? This is what I think. But let's keep rolling it.
It was a G.I. Jane. Keep my wife's name out your mouth. I'm going to.
Man, he's mad. Holy cow. Somebody needs to make this into a beat. I'm telling you, this needs to be a song. I've seen some on TikTok, but somebody needs to make it better. Just personally.
That was the greatest night in the history of television. Okay.
I honestly think she has no idea what's going on until later. I think, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's hard to fully grasp where she starts to go, wait, is this real or is it not? It's very messed up. But let me roll one more time. It's a lot going on. She is laughing, though. She's laughing every single time that Chris Rock makes a joke. But I think that everyone as well, I think she was riding on the same wavelength as everyone else in the venue. They all probably were like, is this real? Because let's break it down. Well, hold on. Let's get back to this real quick, and we're gonna go on this. Hold on. So everybody's still laughing. People are clapping. People are laughing after he has smacked Chris Rock, because people are still thinking, oh, this is a bit. This is going to be a bit, right? Okay. Everyone's laughing, going, oh, ha, 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 yeah, he smacked the ish out of you. That's funny, because they think it's a bit. Wait for this.
Wow.
Everyone goes, oh, because they feel like they're a part of the bit. You see what I'm saying? Like they're watching a show. They think that they're part of a bit. So they're like, oh, snap. Will Smith getting angry. Will Smith exercising his acting skills right now. Oh, see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was a G.I. Jane joke. Keep my wife's name out your mouth. I'm going to.
Okay. I feel like just right then, everyone starts to realize, because the first time when he says, keep my wife's name out your effing mouth, right? Everyone's like, oh, like this is funny. This is a joke. But then as soon as Chris Rock goes, man, it's a G.I. Jane joke, bro. Chill, dude. Everyone starts to get silent. And they're going, oh, snap. This may be, is this real? This could very well be real. What? Oh, snap. So then things get weird, because the second time he screams that, that's when everybody starts to go, oh, that's the nail in the coffin. This might be real. Will Smith might be really angry right now. Whoa, this is getting heavy, right? But then Chris makes another joke. Let's get through that.
Okay.
He doesn't even know what to say, by the way, right there. He's at a loss for words. He's speechless. He's like, what? Let's go.
That was the greatest night in the history of television.
Okay. Half the room maybe laughs because they're trying to relieve the tension, but they all notice that something real just went down. And that Will Smith most definitely put his paws on Chris Rock. Period. Pause on him.
Okay. So we are here to give a documentary.
Okay. So there's that. Okay. We've seen the footage a billion times now. We've seen many different versions of this footage a billion times now. But let me grab some of these super chats real quick. Okay, Lady Justice, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Crowd thought it was a Maya Rudolph and Kristen Wiig Oscars skit. Acting. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. I think they all thought there was some sort of, that this was some planned out joke, that they were just playing on the crowd. And then they're going, oh, we're in on it too. Oh, snap. What? Oh, Will said what? Will said what? What Chris about to say? Oh, snap. Oh, snap. He just screamed again the same thing. And you could tell he's angry. Ooh. Okay, this is real. That man be pissed. Wow, he's mad. He big mad. And I think the same thing in the very beginning, I think Jada saw it, didn't know what to do, or got the joke about the G.I. Jane joke. She rolled her eyes. Will Smith got up, exploded, smacked him in the face, and she probably was like, oh, this is part of a skit. It's one big skit, maybe. I don't know. There's a lot to unfold here. There's a lot to unfold with this whole thing. Real talk. There's a lot to unfold here. And I'm still trying to figure that out myself. Because I'm not trying to sit here and try to justify Jada Pinkett Smith. But there were some opportunities just on the other side of things, just to be on the other side of the fence here. There were plenty of opportunities for Jada to grab his hand, slow him down, tell him to chill the F out, tell him to stop doing this ish. She could have put her hand on him and said, babe, chill. Maybe. She could have done that. Woulda, coulda, shoulda at this point, right? But I feel like in my heart of hearts, she did not know at that time. But I could very well be wrong. Doctor's Order, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. He could sue Will and the Academy and win hands down. He's already winning hands down right now, which we will be talking about very briefly. We will be talking about that very, very briefly. But yeah, he could literally win right now. He could be winning right now. Real talk. because of his stand-up and all that, which I will tap on for a brief moment here in a second. But there's that new footage. You see it in all of his glory. It's very, very interesting. But then, you can't forget that even after all of this BS, she still put out a comment saying, "This is a season for healing and I'm here for it." Just throwing that back in here because obviously I know some people are looking at that and going, yes, I'm here for a season of healing. To me, it translates as something else. Personally, it translates as something completely different. To me, it feels like she's trying to scoop a bag, but that's just me, though. That is just me, though. All right. Because for me, if I were the spouse of a person that just lost their ish on international television, not only embarrassed, but emasculated another person, or just embarrassed another person on international television for the whole world to see, the last thing I'd be saying is, this is a season for healing and I'm here for it. I've said it before, but I'm going to say it now. It just doesn't translate very well for me personally. It just don't. And you already know she got her red table talk, so I keep thinking maybe she is hoping that this is going to turn into an opportunity for her to bring Will Smith onto her show so that they can get to the talky talk. But I will say this, I'm just not with it. I'm just not with it. Especially after stuff like this. After all that he did, he is still out here dancing around with his statue like he is untouchable, like he can do no wrong. So you're telling me he goes up there and he does his tearful speech, says, "Oh, I'm so sorry," and blah, 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 tries to turn this into some sort of teachable moment, tears streaming down his face, and he's out here just showboating. I feel like he shouldn't have been out kicking it even afterwards. That's just my own personal opinion on this. I feel like if you're remorseful for the things that you've done, you need to go home. If you put your hands on somebody like that, just saying. Violence is never the answer, y'all. When it comes to the Oscars, okay? You just don't do that. You don't show remorse by doing this. Here's another one. I mean, just the photo off to the side with Zoe Kravitz. But see, you don't show victory when you do something as ridiculous as this. Now, I understand there's a lot of people that feel like, hey, everything came to a head. This is why he feels this type of way. With everything that was emasculating to him, with August Alsina, and all that. And the fact that his wife has this Red Table Talk show, and all they do on that show is basically talk about really, non-traditional things on her show. And she is constantly talking about how she's not sassified on her show. And what does that do for Will, right? So at some time, over time, and all the embarrassing moments and all that stuff, the fact that he sits there and says that they have a relationship that is that there's never been infidelity in their relationship and all that, it does make you wonder. It does make you wonder how his brain is programmed right now, how he breaks it down. Because in my mind, infidelity is still infidelity. And maybe that's just the traditionalist in me. But to me, if your wife got a man on the side and you got a girl on the side, that's infidelity. That's just how I look at it. Just saying. That's just how I see it. But some people are going, this is why everything came to a head. This is why this is why he got all upset and all that. I get it. You hit a wall. At some point you snap, but this is the wrong place and definitely the wrong time to be showing that ass. Period. That is not the right time. Now, I know there's a lot of people out here that disagree, that think, Chris Rock deserved what he got. And I feel like we're in a place where we're going to have to agree to disagree on that. But here's the other thing. Let's talk about Chris Rock for a second. Chris Rock is doing just fine. Yes, he's still, going through it, still trying to figure all this stuff out. He's obviously emotional about all this stuff, but at the same time, his tickets have skyrocketed. His shows are sold out. People are ready to see him make some jokes about this story. Now, I already did this in another video, so go check it out, and where I go into more detail about what I'm saying here. But I wanted to play the audio for you guys just so that you guys can hear for yourselves the audio of his most recent, last night's performance, where he had a few things to say. So let's take a listen.
How was your weekend? I don't have like a bunch of shit about what happened. So you came to hear that. I had like a whole show I wrote before this weekend. And I'm still kind of processing what happened. So at some point I'll talk about that shit. And the shit was fun. I'm gonna tell some jokes.
Okay, so what happened is from what they say, he came out and there was a standing ovation. People were showing him an incredible amount of love. He was getting showered with all kinds of love. And basically, he just was like, hey, man, I'm working some things out. I didn't know that, he didn't know that Sunday was going to go down. And he's like, hey, I'm working on these things, but as soon as I do talk about it, I will be telling you guys my side. It will be on stage. It will be, thought-provoking, and it will be funny. That's literally what he said. And now his tickets are skyrocketing. His tickets for his whole tour have quadrupled, since the slap, because everybody and their mama's here for it. They're here for the commentary. They're here for his thoughts on what happened, being slapped in the face, being emasculated, honestly, emasculated on an international stage. So now he's going to work it out. Like I said before, the stage and that microphone and that audience is his sanctuary. And he's going to secure a huge ass bag. But check out my whole thoughts, my whole breakdown of this in a previous video, okay? But thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Allison Randolph. I know we're on Jada, but it's hard out here for a pimp. It's hard out here for a pimp. You're right. It ain't no joke. It ain't no joke. You know what I mean? It's really hard out here. Chef Spawn, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Hands down, one of the most cringe things I've seen. It's like Jordan Peele directed these Oscars with a different version of Us, starring the Smith family. Oh man, that's crazy. But yeah, it's like Jordan Peele. This is some crazy stuff, man. It's like some weird out of the box satire, in my personal opinion. But anyway, Chef Spawn, again, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Everyone should know Chris Rock doesn't get the money from the ticket sales. He gets paid prior to the tour, and the producers collect the ticket money to recoup the money they paid for him to go on tour. That's true as well. He gets money off of merch, basically merch alone. You know what I mean? Basically merch alone. So his albums and all that stuff. So he's working on this in material. He's going out on this tour, and yes, the producers are making the monies. I'm sure there's probably some back end thing as well, depending on how well it sells. He probably gets a percentage from that as well. Let's keep it real. But yeah, he's working on his special, and as soon as that special comes out, it's gonna be some big old ducats, big old bags for that ad. I'll tell you that. But I see over 5,000 souls watching the show right now. Please do hit that like button down below before we move on to this next part of this story, because the story keeps growing. So hit that like button down below. Really appreciate it. And do not forget to hit that subscribe button. It'd be really great to have you part of the Pascal Show family. So don't be shy. Be a part of the conversation. And let's get into it. All right. I got some more stories for that ass, y'all. I got some more stories. So now I did say, because we're going to get to Zoe Kravitz in a second. This is a very quick one, but I wanted to show you guys this particular statement that Ricky Gervais, the man on the left, recently said. Now, if you don't know who Ricky Gervais is, he is a known actor, stand-up comedian, you name it. He's basically like a Chris Rock. He is, except white. He has hosted many award shows, and the dude is vicious. Dude is vicious. Okay? Dude is vicious when it comes to him roasting celebrities. He will roast the celebrities. He will roast the waiters. He'll roast everybody in the building and the Academy or the committee that puts together like a Hollywood Foreign Press, because he's done a lot of like Emmy Awards events and all that. And he will destroy everyone. Everyone. He doesn't care, because he's like, I'm here for the jokes. I'm here to roast people, and I'm here to make people laugh. And he's known to shock people. Now, he has said some things as well, because I even said it. I'm not kidding. I even said it the day that this ish went down, the day the slap was seen around the world. I said, you know what? My question is, would anyone else like, would they smack the hell out of Ricky Gervais? Would Will Smith walk over and smack the hell out of Ricky Gervais if he made that kind of joke? Now, he has finally come out and said something. He said, I would not have joked about her hair. Ricky Gervais wades in on Will Smith's divisive Oscar slap, as he insists he had mocked Jada Pinkett Smith's boyfriend if he had been host. So he would have made a joke about August Alsina. God knows what that would have happened. What would have happened from that? So he would have mocked Jada Pinkett for having a boyfriend, or for having a side D, a side piece, whatever you want to call him. Okay? So he said, I wouldn't have gone for the hair. I would have gone for the boyfriend. Period. But that's Ricky Gervais. So in my mind, I'm going, okay, if Ricky Gervais went up there and said that joke, would Will Smith still get up and smack him in the face? Just saying. Ricky Gervais has offered his 2 cents worth on Will Smith's notorious Oscar slap, insisting he would never have joked about the actor's wife's Jada's hair loss, but would have ribbed her about her boyfriend instead. The comedian, 60, was originally pushed for his opinion on social media when Best Actor winner Will Smith, 53, stormed on stage following the line from the MC Chris Rock, 57, during the 94th Academy Awards in Los Angeles, when he made a comment about Jada's shaved head. Jesting, Jada can't wait for G.I. Jane 2. And after Will stormed the stage, slapped Chris across the face before returning to his seat, he said, "Keep my wife's name out your effing mouth." Ricky's fans around the world were keen to know what he would have done having made unforgiving digs at his fellow stars while hosting the Golden Globes in 2020. There he is. While testing new material at a show in London's Highgate this week, Ricky said, according to the Mirror, get it out of the way. I have not got any Will Smith material. I trended when that happened, and I wasn't even there. What has it got to do with me? People were going, what would have happened if Ricky Gervais had been doing it, hosting the Oscars? Well, nothing. As I would have not made a joke about his wife's hair, I would have made a joke about her boyfriend, Blammo. Now, we already know about August Alsina because they made headlines in 2020 about this entanglement. The joke made by Chris during the Oscars referred to Jada's buzz cut. So Ricky joked this week that he may name his new tour after the condition, saying the new material is going to be from my new show called Armageddon. I might change that to alopecia. He said it. But here's the thing. What do you expect? When it comes to this, what do you expect from a comedian that's known to poke the sleeping bear and just keep poking it? Ricky Gervais is known for that. Ricky Gervais is known to just be that guy who is constantly making jokes the entire time and always pushing the envelope, always stepping over the boundaries, always. So I'm wondering if Ricky Gervais is out there in these streets walking around, suddenly he gets smacked in the face like a drive-by smacking from Will Smith. Because let's be real, this is not good. But Will Smith is basically getting what he deserves. He's making it a bigger deal than it actually needs to be. And now other jokes are going to come out. Smacking Chris Rock in the face was the worst thing he could have done. Not only just for his career, but also letting things lie. When you start putting focus on something and you go, "Oh, that's a big problem for me." You don't think everybody else and their mom is going to try to have fun with this and try to keep making fun of you about that? Now the joke will never die. Now you're the butt of everyone's discussions and you're the butt of everyone's jokes. And that's really, really sad, y'all. But there it is. You know, Ricky Gervais said he would have said more. He would have gone straight for the jugular instead of just talking about her haircut. He has gone off on so many different people. Seriously. That's Ricky Gervais for your ass, though. That's Ricky Gervais. He don't care. And his jokes are vicious. Worse than what Chris Rock made about her haircut. Real talk. I got a super chat. I know I missed another one, I think. I apologize, but thank you so much for the support, everybody. Doctor's Order, what's up? Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Really shines light on Black matriarchy that exists where this behavior from Black men is expected/respected. You know, see that? Okay. See, what I think is that, and thank you so much for the $5 super chat and the comment. Now, let me talk about that really quick, because this is a good way to segue into this next piece, because we got some things to talk about with this Zoe Kravitz ish. So stay tuned. But here it is. if you notice within the black community, within black Twitter, there's a lot of people who are sitting here not condemning this. They are praising what Will Smith did, that this line of violence is okay. I think this is a tough one, because for me it's like, I understand protecting your own, but there's a way to do that without actually putting your hands on somebody, unless there is harm being brought onto you or your loved one. If there's violence coming towards you, I get that. I get standing your ground and taking care of business and, getting in the fisticuffs. But when somebody makes a joke, isn't that the sticks and stones type of phrase? What Will did was wrong. And I feel like there's a lot of people in the community that feel like this is okay. It's applauded. He is hoisted on the shoulders of other people saying, damn right, that's exactly what Chris Rock deserved. No, I think there's with this situation, given where they were, given the fact that two black men at the highest of their career, they're internationally known. This is not just two random guys in a corner bar having too many Hennessy's and Cokes arguing over a pool game. This is something that is, they are the height. They are the epitome, or they at least were examples of black excellence. And then suddenly, out of nowhere, this happens. You demolish everything as far as what you have been building, as far as what constitutes black excellence. Then everybody goes, hey, this is all good for what it is, blah, blah, blah. It's like, wait, no, this is not how it's supposed to be. This is not how it's supposed to be at all. And then, I'm going to back up this here too. Lady Justice, $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Stop blaming black women for problems for men's behavior. Will is a grown man who, I guess, has a father in his life, or had a father in his life. He chose wrong when he hit Chris. Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree with that too. And that piggybacks basically what I was about to say on the part of the matriarchy part. Because I don't think that it's a thing where, because of how he was. No, he's a grown man. There are plenty of other opportunities that he could have acted a damn fool, but this is not the time to act that way. And I don't think and I feel like it's so frustrating where it's like, because he was this, that, and the third as a child, therefore this is why it's happening in his 40s or in his 50s. No, I think that what has happened to him is terrible growing up and all that. And he feels like he needs to protect and all that stuff. But at the same time, you have all your whole life to work certain things out. Why today of all days? Why that night of all nights? Everything comes to a head right then. And like I said, we need to stop praising this kind of violence. This was not some calculated thing. This was not some, he was pushed to the edge type of thing. This just came out of nowhere. It's not justified what he did. It's not. But suddenly people are sitting here losing their damn minds over this ish. And I'm like, violence is wrong on this. If Chris Rock jumped out and put his hands around Jada's neck, hell yeah, beat the living F out of him. Let's go. But what? This? He's running up, smacking a dude in the face. This is people out here trying to justify this ish. There's better ways to get your point across. He could have heckled back. He could have said, keep my wife's name out your effing mouth from his seat without any problems. He still would have come out looking like a gentleman and holding it down for his wife and family. But he chose otherwise. And that's bad. But it has nothing to do, in my personal opinion, it has nothing to do with the matriarchy, where how he's been brought up. Nothing. In that moment, he had a choice. It was a fork in the road. He could have taken the high road. He could have taken the low road. He decided to take that low road straight over to that stage and start acting a damn fool. We got more super chats. I appreciate y'all. Unbeknownst, thank you so much. $5. I've seen so many videos from many perspectives, from Jada's influence to Will's anger. Chris had repercussions after this in his show last night. Not cool. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I'm going to try to get through some of these. Bell, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Thank you guys so much for the support. I really do appreciate it. And of course, do not forget to hit that like button down below. I'd love to see it go past 2,000 likes. So hit that like button down below. And do not forget to hit that subscribe button, okay? If you haven't done it yet, please. And also, if you have hit that subscribe button, do not forget to hit that bell so that you know whenever I upload or go live, because I do kind of go live sporadically sometimes, okay? Thank you so much. But thank you again, Bell, for the $5 super chat. No one cares about someone's hair loss. It's not life-threatening. Jada is a self-absorbed diva. Now he's lost many fans. Was it worth it? You know, that's a good question. Now, here's the thing, though. I will say this too, really quick. When it comes to this whole Jada is a self-absorbed diva, let me say this really quick. We don't know what happened when the joke was landed. All we saw was her roll her eyes, and Will was laughing. Then suddenly he snapped. We don't know what happened within those few seconds. I wouldn't automatically say, I mean, outside of this world, I could see the self-absorbed part for sure, given the fact that I just showed you guys this, but I will show it to you guys again. Her actually saying this one more again. This to me right here is self-absorbed. Absolutely. This is a season for healing, and I'm here for it. To me, sounds like she's trying to exploit their relationship so she can make some bags on her show. That feels self-absorbed and does not sound like a woman who's thinking about her family and trying to make sure her family is fully healed from this situation. This is an opportunity to exploit her family. You know, like some of those guys out here, these family YouTube vloggers, you know what I'm saying? Not all of them. I'm not knocking family vloggers because, you know, I watch some of them too. But some of them will exploit the hell out of their kids just so that they can get a couple more clicks and a couple more views. I think that's really messed up. This situation right here is exactly what I feel is going on with this kind of statement. Instead of her going, we are working through things, we are praying that we can get through this. Many apologies to Chris Rock and the Academy. Instead of her saying anything like that, she says, this is a season for healing, and I'm here for it. I'm not here for that. That seems like self-absorbed. But at the event, I don't think she was being self-absorbed. In my personal opinion, I think she just didn't. I think it just all happened so fast, and then it seems as if maybe she didn't know that it was all going down. But that's just my own personal opinion here. We got more, and then we're going on to this next story. But thank you guys so much. Okay, Troll Farm Buggy. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. You want Will to be docile like Terry Crews? It wasn't about the joke. It was about his wife looking uncomfortable, I'm assuming. The notion that success should be a caveat to all disrespect is unsettling to hear. Now, okay. I'm not expecting him to be docile. Let me just say that really quick. I'm not expecting her to be docile, or him. I'm not expecting Will to be docile at all. I'm expecting him to be I'm expecting him to be not only just a man, but a gentleman. There's a way to get your point across and be stern. Still show off your manly ways, still be masculine without actually throwing a punch. There are ways to get things done without you going into fisticuffs. Terry Crews is a whole other conversation in itself, so I'm not going to dive into that. I'm not expecting him to roll over and just expect us to rub his belly. No, I'm expecting him to be a gentleman. I'm expecting him to think diplomatically, think in the right way, be forward thinking, practice what you preach. Not, oh, let me just throw a temper tantrum and be 12 years old real quick. Be some prepubescent kid out here not thinking before you act. That's what I say. I do appreciate the $10 super chat, though. I really, really do. I don't want him to be docile. You can still be a man, still hold your ground, and still be respected without actually even throwing one punch. I guarantee you that. Many men have done this before. I guarantee you that. Guarantee you that. Next super chat. Thank you. Davin Perry, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. It's so tragic. Will and Jada boycotted the Oscars to bring, I think they're saying trying to bring more color, but this was the worst sort of display. So out of character for Will Smith. I couldn't agree more. I think I have a couple more super chats real quick. Totally out of character. Totally out. T-Work Remix. $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Yo, just got here. LOL. Start over from the beginning. What's the new angle? You're going to have to scrub all the way back, my brother. T-Work Remix. But I appreciate you taking the time to check out the show. Please, guys, hit that like button down below. Send it past 2,000 likes. Let's get it to 2K. I'd really appreciate it. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button. I got a couple more super chats, and then we're going into the Zoe Kravitz story. So $20 super chat. Kevin T, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Thank you. Jada constantly emasculates Will, then instigates conflict. His big Oscar night. Seems like she was salty that Will was winning an Oscar. Will fell in love with his enemy. Okay, this one's deep. This one's deep. Okay, let me say this really quick. Jada, I agree. She has been constantly emasculating this dude since the dawn of the Red Table Talk. So once the Red Table Talk came out, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. This was not a great look for his image. It may be a great image for Jada, because she's, of course, bringing her mom on, bringing her daughter on. They're talking about different things, right? Saying what they need to say about being a woman, and they're talking about women issues, so on and so forth, which I commend. I give that platform hella props for on a lot of the subject matters that they talk about. But I will say this though. Can't you leave a little bit behind closed doors between you and your man? Last thing you want to have out here is like she had a conversation with, I think it was Gwyneth Paltrow on the show. And she was talking about how she was sexually unsatisfied, how she wasn't getting it, how she was sexually unsatisfied and constantly trying to find satisfaction. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a way of you talking about those things without actually bringing in your personal bedroom drama to your national show. Your international show, I'm sorry. There's a way of you saying what you need to say, making the women who are listening, because primarily women, that the majority women is the demographic that listen that listen or watch her show. But there's a way of you actually saying what you need to say without embarrassing not only yourself, but you're also your man. He's been building this career and building this image for a long time, showing them as the power couple. unshakable, immovable, whatever. Resilient, black, a black excellence, power couple, doing big moves. Look at our beautiful kids. They're all talented too. Look at us. We a dope family. We the smaller, doper, blacker version of the Partridge Family. We the Jacksons, except it's only 4 of us. Literally, he put out all this stuff. He put out all this work. And then she built this show. She built a red table. That damn red table. I'm sure he's like, Mwah! Built that damn table. And all of a sudden, entanglements. Her not getting that good in the bedroom. Not getting that exclamation point, if you feel me, in the bedroom. And how she's constantly trying to find that on the keyboard in the bedroom. You feel me? Every other letter's there. The QWERTY keyboard, regular traditional keyboard. It's all QWERTY. She's still trying to find the exclamation point. She's like, where could it be? I'm looking for it. I don't know where it is. My man has been trying to find it for a long time, and I still can't find it. And she's saying this all on a very big platform, y'all. We got Russia in the house. Hello, Tom. Thank you so much for watching from Russia. But you got people out here that are sitting there going, bang, bro, you ain't giving her that. You ain't giving it to her. You're not blowing that back out, bruh. Now she got another dude. She got August Alsina up in this piece, blowing her back out because she said she just was never satisfied. She says it in the thing, and you see man. I got the photo still here. You got the photo right here, man. Look at that face. That's a man who's been traumatized. He ain't slept. Does he look like he had a few REMs before the taping of this conversation that they had? I'm going to tell you this. Hell to the no. So yes, emasculated the hell out of him. I agree. And everything came to a head, but that still doesn't justify how he acted. Because what he did, man, come on, man. Look at this. It's a slap. How emasculating is it to slap? Like a man slapping another man in the face. The man actually slapped, the man who's doing the act of slapping. You're telling me that's how masculine is slapping another man? I'm sorry. Like it pisses me off because like I am a Will Smith fan. I'm a Jada Pinkett fan. I'm a Chris Rock fan. So all this is heartbreaking for me. This pisses me off because for a fact Will Smith could have been better, could have done better. Real bloody talk. But let's go on. Can't dwindle on this too long. I'm sorry, guys. Just angers me to the core. I got a couple other super chats. Let me get those real quick. Bang. Chef Spawn, thank you so much again for the $5 super chat. Show the gram before Oscars where she said she loves her bald head. I'll try to pull that up in a little bit. Hopefully I'll remember in a little while. Because we got to get into this next story. Thank you so much for the dollar or the pound. Thank you so much, Marina. I think that's a pound. Yes. Thank you so much for that. I really do appreciate that. And I think, one more. Una más. Long Island, Denise, 43. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat. I don't think this is a good example for the kids. If it's a joke, it may even be worse. Yeah. I couldn't agree more. This is not a great look. And I said it before, all the hard work that he's put in is now just destroyed. Ruby, last one. I mean, I'm sure keep the super chats coming, but I'm going to move on to the next story. But Rudy, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. It's ridiculous to question Zoe's blackness for rightly criticizing a violent act. Black people need to stop attacking our own for our opinions. And I'm so happy, Ruby Rudy, that you just gave me that $5 super chat and that segue, because we got to go into that. Okay. We do need to talk about that. Medusa, wow. Thank you so much for the super sticker and the $20. You are amazing. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You know, this is what sucks. We got to talk about these hard-hitting, these difficult conversations. It's not easy, but we got to do what we got to do. And like I said, this is extremely polarizing. Some people are Team Chris. Some people are Team Will. And what sucks is that if you're on Team Chris's side, which is so wild to me, people are now sitting here saying, oh, that's the measure of your blackness, which makes no sense at all. So they're going after someone like Miss Zoe Kravitz. Now, Zoe Kravitz, if you don't know who she is the daughter of Larry. Why am I forgetting his name? Why am I saying Larry? American woman, Lenny Kravitz. Okay. And what's crazy, I don't know why I have a huge brain fart. Hold up. I'm having the hugest brain fart right now. Wow. Why am I having the biggest brain fart? Yes, Lisa Bonet. Wow. Woo. Okay, sorry. Zoe Kravitz is, her parents are Lenny Kravitz and Lisa Bonet. All right. Now, she has been born into celebrity royalty. She also is Catwoman in the new Batman movie called The Batman. Now, she recently went to her Twitter and made a statement, basically kind of going against Will Smith for doing the slap seen and heard around the world. We got to pull up this article because everybody and their mamas just now it's creating quite a backlash on her, which is weird. Like I said, this has become so polarizing. So Zoe Kravitz called out Will Smith for slapping Chris Rock at the Oscars and now is facing backlash. Now, this has gone even beyond. This has gotten very, very weird. And there's some information here that is very strange because of things that she has said in the past about actually Will Smith's son, Jaden Smith. So this is very interesting. And it seems like any person that sits here and says anything on Twitter that is against Will Smith, now everybody's trying to find receipts on people and all that stuff, trying to bury people under the bus, which is crazy. It's absolutely crazy. It's now everybody's starting to get canceled for being on either side of the fence, which is wild to me. So let me just get down to here. So Zoe called Will Smith out on Instagram yesterday in the captions to a couple photos she posted on her Oscars of her Oscars and Vanity Fair after party gowns. So she says, here's a picture of my dress at the award show where we are apparently assaulting people on stage now, she wrote. And here is a picture of my dress at the party after the award show where we are apparently screaming profanities and assaulting people on stage now. So this is her in her dress, doing her thing, being all, put together. Now, because of her putting this on, everybody's losing their minds and now trying to throw her under the bus, saying, hey, you guys are, you dirty too. You nasty and dirty too. So here it is. Zoe comments did not go over well, though. While some supported her assessment, others pointed to the Big Little Lies actor's problematic past comments about Will Smith's son, Jaden Smith, and her longtime friendship with fashion designer Alexander Wang. And if you don't know anything about the Alexander Wang thing, Alexander Wang is disgusting. I'll just say that. Dude be disgusting. And apparently they have been very good friends for a long time until he got thrown under the bus or he got exposed for being a very, very dirty man. I'm just going to say that. Look him up, Google him, check him out. Alexander Wang is terrible. He's terrible. He's a dirty dude out here in these Hollywood streets. He's a JE, if you know what I'm saying. He the Steen. I can't say the full name. You know, the dude that was found in a jail cell and everyone's saying that he didn't do it to himself. You know what I'm saying? That's as far as I can go without me getting hit with from YouTube. You know what I mean? So moving on. Back in 2013, here it is. This is the comments that she made. These are the comments that she made, which is wild. So back in 2013, Zoe called Jaden quote unquote handsome and said she was always like, when you're older, you know, we'll hang out. Nope, that's inappropriate. You're 14. During an interview with V Magazine, Jaden was 14 at the time. She is 10 years older than him. So she was 24, allegedly, at this particular time. It's very interesting. There were moments, she continues, or there's some more quotes. There were moments that I was hanging out with Jaden and thinking, I can't believe you're 14. I have to check myself. Bruh. Like, what I say to you, Zoe told the publication. He has so much personality and so much swag. He is so much cooler than I am. And he's so handsome. I'm always like, when you're older, you know, we'll hang out. No, that's inappropriate. You're 14. Now, this is when they were in that movie After Earth with Will Smith, Jaden Smith, and she was in that movie as well. Don't worry. You don't have to see the movie. It's terrible. But this is what she said about little guy right here, Mr. Jaden Smith. And I have to admit, talented dude. He is a talented kid. And Willow is too. I will say that too. I think Willow's a talented girl too. Trisha Burbank, thank you so much for becoming a member. Thank you so much. Hey, thank you so very much. And yeah, a quick reminder, if you click on that join button down below, it helps support this channel. You get some extra stuff, behind the scenes stuff, access to all those things, especially on my Patreon. So please, if you're interested in supporting this channel and you enjoy the conversations that we are having, please be sure to hit that join button down below too and help support this channel. I'd really appreciate it. Okay. But anyway, there it is. There's Jaden. So she made these comments. In addition to resurfacing those remarks about Jaden, many social media users also called out how she took a strong stance against violence at the Oscars, but has stayed silent about I can't say this, but it's in blue, these other allegations involving her friend and collaborator, Alexander Wang. And this is the dirty mother lover, Alexander Wang. Just so you know, he a dirty boy. Dirty mother, you know what I'm saying? Shut your mouth. He dirty. And they were apparently very close. And Patty Diggs, I will definitely get a clapping sound effect. I will. I have the device that I can do those things now. Look at that. Moving up in the world, baby. But yes, do dirty. Okay? You never heard of Alexander? Look him up. That's all I'm gonna say. He's dirty. And he's a yes. Hollywood is full of yes, Courtney Marie, full of the P word, the prey. He's bad. He's one of them. And they were very good friends, apparently. Zoe and Alexander have a long history of projects together. He designed her wedding dress in 2019 before model Owen Mooney accused Wang of such and such and harassment in December 2020 and prompted others to share similar allegations. He's a very dirty man. Look at that. That is old. So they've been friends for a minute. Zoe is yet to comment on the allegations, which Alexander has denied and still follows the designer on Instagram. Ouch. She still follows him on Instagram. That's bad. That's really, really bad. But I will say this, when it comes to this kind of situation, there's more to this, because some people, like Twitter, has become very vicious with this, because some people are team Will, like I've said before. But with this, let's just talk about this particular situation here. While she was being friends with him, you don't know. Some people just don't know about. I mean, sometimes people lose their life. Let's just say, for example, through overdose. For example, you could be the best. This could be your bestest friend in the world, and you may not know their habits when they go behind closed doors. You just never know. So in that defense, I feel like she didn't know. But the fact that she's still friends with him on Instagram and all that seems a little strange to me. That is a little strange. But there's another piece here that's going on we got to look at as well. And it's Twitter. Twitter has really gone in. Excuse me. Twitter has really gone in on her, basically trying to go off on the measure of her blackness. Now, she is from two biracial parents. They're both black and Jewish. So she's biracial herself. She is black and Jewish herself. And some people are out here going, you have no place to say anything, so on and so forth. Get out the way, blah, blah, blah. People are angry about this, about her just standing up and saying, even the comment that she said was nothing, in my personal opinion. Let's look at it again. Let's look at that comment again. Okay. Here's a picture of the dress at the awards show where we are apparently assaulting people on stage now. And here's a picture of my dress at the party after the awards show where we are apparently screaming profanities and assaulting people on stage now. Doesn't seem so bad. To me, that comment doesn't seem so bad. But for some odd reason, everybody and their mama is looking at this and trying to throw her under the damn bus because she just throws in her 2 cents about this, which everyone else under the sun is talking about. Come on. You really going to be mad about this? About her saying what she needs to say? Then telling her she isn't black enough to talk about this? See, that's the thing that frustrates me about the measure of blackness and all that stuff. It's kind of like, nah, that is not how it goes. It's frustrating that, just because you may have opposing views that may go against the black zeitgeist or the black general opinion, suddenly you have been revoked of your black card. I think that's unfair. I think that's wrong. And I feel like we live in a different world now in which if we are going to sit here and say that we are not, and I emphasize not hard, that we are not a monolith, then we need to progress forward as such, proving without a shadow of a doubt that we are not a monolith, that we all have varying opinions. We all have varying lifestyles. And still we're black. That's how it should be. We should be looking at her opinion and going, okay, we hear her. That's it. Shouldn't be the other way around. Just because, the general black public says one thing, so therefore that's scripture? No, I think that's messed up and wrong. Hence the reason why you see people of all backgrounds of Black, voting differently, financially successful or not financially successful, gay, straight, etc. That's how life is. We are all different. We're not all connected in one way. This is, you know what I'm saying? It's just messed up and it's wrong. And I don't think that she should be thrown under the bus for having an opinion. That's what I think. Or suddenly Black card revoked because she didn't like what Will Smith did. You also got to remember this too. On top of this happened to another Black man. Imagine if Will Smith smacked Ricky Gervais in the face and she went out and said that was wrong what Will Smith did, smacking Ricky Gervais, a white man, in the face. They would annihilate her. Or that's what I would expect. Not right now. This is another Black man that got smacked in the face. What about him? So you can't defend him, it's just wrong. And he's Black. It's just getting a little ridiculous, in my opinion, now here in these streets. And I feel like some people are getting blind. Some people are getting blind. And they can't even see the forest through the trees with this ish. It's a damn shame, y'all. We are all allowed to have our own opinions about all this stuff. All of us. And there's going to be varying degrees of opinions out here. Some people are going to sit on the fence and just kind of lean back and forth. And some people are going to sit here and lean on one side and lean on it hard and be ride or die because of whatever that person has done for the culture or done for the world, so on and so forth. But I feel like this is a situation where there was no right situation. Bad things happened. Someone got assaulted. And now somebody has to pay for that, unfortunately. But we'll see what happens here, for sure. We will most definitely see what happens here. I just hope it ends up in a good way. It ends in a good way. I'd hate to see Will Smith lose everything, not be able to work in this town ever again type of stuff, become a recluse. I would hate for that to happen. But then again, I'd like to see him mature and wake the F up and be mature about this. Courtney Marie, I see something here. Corner of my eye. Did you see that TMZ said the Academy is lying about asking Will to leave? Oh, my Lord. Oh, boy, oh, boy. No, I have not, but I'm about to look at it now. This is such a ongoing, percolating situation. Wow. Come on, man. All right, y'all. Okay, real quick. This is breaking right now, but I will ask you guys to do this for me really quick. Okay. First off, hit that like button down below. Send it past 3,000 likes. That would really mean a lot. I see a lot of y'all still here. We got some breaking news. Courtney Marie. Shout out to Courtney Marie. Thank you so much. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button on this channel. But I also do, and hopefully the mods can help me out here too, I also have a secondary channel where I put out my clips, okay, revolving around all this stuff. And some of these moments that we have here are going to be over on that secondary channel, so you can just get bite-sized pieces of the show and you don't have to sit through an hour and a half of a show sometimes. So please go over to my secondary channel. It is called The Pascal Show Clips. Please go over there, click that subscribe button over there, because I will be taking out pieces to put on to that secondary channel as well. Thank you so much, Lady Justice. Let me pin this to the top of the chat. It's pinned. It's pinned right now to the top of the chat. So please just click on that really quick. Go over there, hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate the support. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers over there so that we can actually do more stuff over there and utilize that channel a little bit more. So if you can go over there and hit that, that would really mean a lot. But now we got some new information here, y'all. Man, this is the never-ending story. Literally. Ho, ho, whoa. Okay, we got some stories, y'all. Oh, this is never ending. This is never ending. Breaking right now. Bam. Shout out to Courtney Marie. I appreciate you, sweetheart. This is breaking. Bruh. Will Smith, he's saying, oh, God, Academy lied about asking him to leave. Apparently, sources. So let's take a look at this. Actually, maybe there's okay. Here we go. Will Smith was never asked to leave the Oscars after he slapped Chris Rock. In fact, the opposite is true. He was told by the producer of the show he could stay, according to sources with direct knowledge who were present. What? I'm done. And Donnell, yeah, I would have wanted to hear Tupac's side as well. But him did, allegedly. He like Elvis. There's sightings of him everywhere. Okay, so as you know by now, the Academy said Wednesday they had asked Will to leave the Dolby Theater after the slap, but he refused. They said he passionately refused. 3 sources who were at the ceremony and witnessed various conversations tell TMZ, yes, after the slap, Academy officials were backstage with Will's reps, and there were heated conversations about what had gone down. So they were with Will's reps, and I guess Will's reps were sitting there going, it's fine. He's not going to do anything. Nothing's going to pop off. He's going to be fine. Nothing is going to go down. But then, I don't know. Now there's a new story coming out here saying that they never said anything to him. We're told there was a split among the officials. Some did want him booted, but others did not. There were various discussions during several commercial breaks, but they never reached a consensus. We're told Will was aware there was talk about asking him to leave the theater. During one of the commercial breaks, we're told Oscar producer Will Packer walked up to Will and said, "We don't want you to leave. We do not want you to leave." This, according to our sources. So, what? So Will Packer walked up to Will Smith after 8 p.m., around 35 minutes after the slap. That's when he told Will he could stay, according to our sources. Will won Best Actor, the Best Actor award 5 minutes later. What? Of course, and that's when he did the whole speech of like, I'm protecting my family, It's interesting. The Academy's first statement about the incident never even mentioned Will Smith by name. As the day went on and outrage grew, the Academy became more aggressive and went in hard on Smith, saying he took an aggressive stance and refused to leave. Wow. So all this. So they're saying, they're basically saying that the Academy cap, straight up, that he was never asked to leave. Again, somebody came up and said he was never asked to leave. But then, of course, there were conversations with officials or with officials and with Will Smith's representatives. And of course, I'm sure there was a heated argument, and they were probably asking him to leave through his reps. And maybe his reps were trying to defend him, basically saying like, no, let him stay. And they were having a heated conversation about that. But no one apparently went straight to Will Smith and said, you need to go home. Kick rocks, Will. You need to go. Never. Very interesting. Very interesting. Wow. So they said, we're told that there was a split among the officials. Now, I also heard that story too, that even when they have sat down and had a conversation, had a roundtable discussion, the officials came together, had a roundtable discussion to talk about all this. And when they did have the conversation, it was still also heated. People had to leave because it was so split down the middle. Some people were like, he did what he had to do and he had every right to smack him in the face. Other people are sitting here going, no, he had no right doing that. It's even a split decision down the table within the officials. So I could see them maybe having a conversation, going, they're trying to defend, like his reps are trying to defend him to keep him there because he might win the Oscar, and God forbid he loses that. That's great business for him, and there's great business for his reps. That's more money in their pockets, right? Then it's so wild, man. So of course there was a split decision among the officials. Some did want him booted, but others did not. There were various discussions during the several commercial breaks, but they never reached a consensus. They never could find an actual solid answer of like, let him out, kick him out. They never made that decision. So he never was told. That's at least what they're saying right now. We're told Will was aware there was talk. So he knew. But then Will Packer, one of the other producers, walked up to Will and said, we don't want you to leave. This is 35 minutes after the slap, y'all. And then 5 minutes later, he won the award. Maybe he was like, we don't want you to leave because you don't leave yet, man. We don't want you to leave yet. Hold up. Because because Will Packer probably already knew that he was going to win Best Actor. That's wild, right? So now they're saying that the Academy lied when they put out their initial statement, which was, and I'm going to pull that up, which was this. No, that's not it. Where the heck is it? Let's see what it says here. Well, this is one of the statements. There was a long statement that they did have that came out, but here's a shorter version, I guess. Their tweet. The Academy does not condone violence of any form. Tonight, we are delighted to celebrate our 94th Academy Award winners who deserve this moment of recognition from their peers and movie lovers around the world. They ain't wrong. There's no statement of Will Smith in here. No one says Will Smith such and such. But hold on. I did have it before. So let me pull this up really quick so we can cross-reference this other thing. Okay. Let's see here. Boom, boom, boom. Where is it? There we go. Let me pull this up really, really quick. It's just a quick reminder. Quick reminder of what has happened. Where the heck is it? There it is. Okay. This is their statement in full, right over here on the side. Says the Board of Governors today initiated disciplinary proceedings against Mr. Smith for violations of the Academy's standards of conduct, including inappropriate physical contact, abusive or threatening behavior, and compromising the integrity of the Academy. So They moving on. They say he has 15 days. He has a 15-day notice to write a written response. They're going to be doing a meeting on the 18th of April. So Mr. Smith's actions, so they are talking about that, but they don't say that he was asked to leave. So here it is. Mr. Smith's actions at the 94th Oscars were deeply shocking, traumatic event to witness in person and on television. Mr. Rock, we apologize to you for what you experienced on our stage, and thank you for your resilience in that moment. We also apologize to our nominees, guests, and viewers for what transpired during what should have been a celebratory event. Oh, so here's more. Things unfolded in a way we could not have anticipated. While we would like to clarify, Mr. Smith was asked to leave the ceremony and refused. It's right here in their statement. We also recognize we could have handled the situation differently. It's right there. It's right there in their statement. Splat out. So there you go. It's right there in their statement. So is the Academy just straight bold-faced lying right now? Are they bold-faced lying right now? Saying that they never asked him to leave? Interesting. I really do wonder who is the one who lied. I really do wonder who is lying here. Who's telling the truth? And who is trying to save face? Because that's also something you got to consider. Somebody trying to save face. Because there's plenty of things that we have all asked. Where was security when this all went down? Why didn't somebody come up to Will Smith and tell him to leave? Like, hey, will you just quietly leave during a commercial break? We'd really appreciate it. So on and so forth. So which one is lying? I leave that question up to you guys. Comment down below. Let me know what you think. Who's straight cap right now? Be sure to comment down below. But man, does this story just keep thickening and getting weirder and wilder and wilder? It just gets crazier. And as it gets crazier, you know for a fact I'll be talking about it right here, literally right here on this show, The Pascal Show. I appreciate all y'all for being on with me today, going through this mess. I will be on maybe a little bit later on this afternoon, just all depending on what's going on with me. I'm in my neck of the woods. There's a lot going on over here. But I appreciate all y'all for being here and being a part of the conversation. Chef Spawn, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Hollywood should remember they shouldn't throw slaps in glass houses. Now we're all about to watch it all shatter from within. You know, that's a very good point, Chef Spawn. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat. I really do appreciate it. And like I said, I hope that Will Smith is looking or talking to somebody searching for therapy, not his wife, somebody outside of his wife that he can sit there and confide in and get through these tough times, because he's clearly going through something. He clearly is going through something. And I just hope he finds inner peace, because I think that's what he needs more than anything else right now. Anyway, guys, I appreciate all y'all for being here. I really do appreciate it. Please do not forget to hit that like button, crush that like button down below. That would really mean a lot. Get it past 3,000 likes before we head out. That would really, really mean the world to me. Do not forget, of course, to hit that subscribe button. It'd really be great to have you a part of the Pascal Show family. Cool Cat, thank you so much for saying that. I appreciate it. Thank you for watching, because without you guys, we wouldn't be able to do this show. Okay? I really do appreciate it. Okay? Patty Diggs, you have a great day as well. Everybody have a wonderful, prosperous, and positive day today. Do something great. Do something that you enjoy. And I'll be seeing you guys in the next show. Like I said, if anything's popping off, I will let you all know. Trust and believe. Anyway, it is time to get going. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. And I'll see you guys very soon. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.